Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here to do a special review for Queen and Slim. I got an opportunity to go and see Queen and Slim yesterday, which was Sunday. And it was a good movie. Lena, I think Waithe is her name, is the director and producer. She may have even written, I'm not sure. But beautiful job. First and foremost, the cinematography was amazing. The way that they shot it, when you first saw it, like when it first came on, they're sitting in the diner and they're talking. You can't really tell if it's 2019, if it's, 1970, if it's, 1990, if it's the late 60s. You can't really tell. It's this sort of, it's not a filter. I know that it's in the cinematography. It's the way that they shoot it where it kind of looks like um a familiar Polaroid that you found in your drawer. The lighting was just absolutely amazing for these two individuals, both beautiful melanated, chocolatey, I mean, beautiful black people. I mean, just amazing. The two leads were played by Daniel Kaluuya, who not only played in Get Out, which is a not Key and Peele. It's not Key. It's the Peele part of the Key and Peele. He wrote that. I think he was also. I know for sure he was in Black Panther, and I wanted to say he was in another Peele movie, but he wasn't in Us, was he? I don't think so. Anyway, he's a super handsome guy. Super handsome guy. What I love about Daniel is that his eyes his eyes could talk for him. If like the old people used to say in church, if I couldn't say a word, I still just raise my hand. If his mouth can't say nothing, his eyes will open up, okay, and they will let you know that he feels fear, that he feels shame, that he is excited, that he is confused. It's just something about the way he speaks with his eyes. It's one of the things that makes him a phenomenal actor. I mean, he's a fairly young guy, phenomenal actor. He's got just a beautiful countenance about him, demeanor about him that I really like. Slightly slew-footed. I like the way he played this character. Uh, the way he played the character, like I said, it was a lot of um, physical dialogue. It was a lot of quiet moments where they were writing, where he was thinking, he was reflecting, and the look on his face. I mean, it just incredible. There's a scene where they have to get gas and they go into a gas station, and he has this moment with the gas station attendant when he turns and walks out and walks back to the gas pump, and his shoulders are slumped and downturned, and the way I was like, this guy is crazy with it. He's crazy with it. It's this. I'll tell you the feeling that I get. I get the same feeling that I got when I first saw Underground. Just like how there are some things that aren't necessarily articulated or audible per se, but you can see, you can feel there's this moment where the character, the actor is so deep in the character, you forget that you're watching a movie. Like, this guy is a really, really, really good actor. Phenomenal actor. Hands down, I love it. It's just, you have to see it, and appreciate it. If you've already seen the movie, and you remember some of the nuances that I'm talking about, put it down below. If you haven't seen it, look for these nuances. This is not about giving you guys a spoiler. You guys know I don't really do that per se, although I really want to talk about it. You know, I really want to talk about it. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So look for it if you haven't seen it. If you get an opportunity to see it again, look for it. Just an amazing actor. The female lead is named Jodie Turner-Smith. She's a beautiful girl. I mean, if you squint real hard and look to the side and down a little bit, she kind of looks like Issa Rae. But once you get into it, you realize she's far from an Issa Rae. Like, she's got a lot of layers in her acting. I really loved. I think she definitely pulled this character out. There was a point where the character, my feelings about the character turned. I spent more time, not necessarily having an emotional tie to the character. I had an emotional tie to him because his character came across much differently than her character. And the reason why I'm not calling her Queen and I'm calling him Slim is because I'm not really sure that she was Queen and he was Slim. I mean, if you think about things in a traditional way, yeah, maybe, yeah, quite possibly, if you're gonna look at it straight on, and not, bleed outside the circle a little bit, maybe you might feel like it's obvious she is Queen and he is Slim. But when you look at it, he's really a little bit more softer. He's a little bit more, he's not effeminate, but he's got this side of him that is indicative of a female personality. He's very attentive. He's very emotional in some areas. He comes across as kind of naive, not naive, but happy-go-lucky. He doesn't come across as a Slim. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Slim, he's like, hey, Slim, what's up? Well, she is truly slim, like physically slim, and she kind of leads the movie. She leads the movie to a certain point where something clicked in his character, and things kind of move to a more traditional type relationship. But initially she gave me Slim. She gave me a whole lot of Slim, and he gave me a whole lot of Queen. And when I say Queen, I don't mean Queen in terms of being a part of the LGBTQIA community. I don't mean Queen as in, he was dressing up in drag, or he's like I mean, he was giving me a soft, feminine, open, passion, intimate, feminine side. He wasn't giving me this demonstrative type male, man, roar, We didn't get that from him. As a matter of fact, he was so cool and calm and collected in the pocket, it made her seem a little bit more demonstrative and outrageous and controlling. He just wasn't really in that place. He wasn't really about the push and the pull of the thing. He was just like, okay. So as the movie progresses, so does the characters. When we first see them, they're in this really raw, unsure place, and then as the movie progresses, we see where there is this sort of come to Jesus moment in each one of them, where they come to this place where they have to face their own mortality. And I'm not talking about literally, because the movie goes on for quite a while, and you know, there are these moments of physical threat, but it wasn't as imminent as the initial threat, you know. So we had a whole swatch where it wasn't, there wasn't this palpable, tangible, in your face sense of danger. But they come to this place where they, when I say mortality, they're just thinking about what the heck it is they really want, what the heck it is they, you know, want to have as their legacy, as having accomplished in life, in love, in with family, with guilt, with pain, with shame, with grief, with regret. You know, when we first meet the female character, she's upset, she's disgruntled. The only reason she's out with him is because she had a bad day, and she wanted somebody to spend some time with her, you know what I'm saying, to occupy her time, to occupy her mind. It just happened to be him. It met on Tinder. And it's just, the other thing I loved about this, it really showed how in a split second your life can change. Like, things can pop off, and it's like no going back to the life that you knew, to the people that you knew. I mean, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. And once the movie's been out for a second, maybe I'll come back and talk about it. If you guys remind me of it, hit me up in the DMs, IG, Twitter, Miss Honey 8 at Instagram, and IJS482 at Twitter. Hit me up if y'all want me to come back and talk about the movie in detail. The only reason I won't do it now is because it will be a spoiler. But anyway, so I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. I just want to give you guys a quick review. But yeah, just how your life can change in a split second, depending on the decisions that you make, or if you're not careful, depending on the circles that you hang in, the decisions that they make, the choices that they make. Because like I said, she was already upset. You know, she was in this space, you know, this attitudinal space where she wanted, you know, some company, but she didn't want the company to get the wrong idea. You know, I'm saying, she wanted to be clear. Turns out she was a lawyer, and she had a case, and she had a client that lost his appeal to be, you know, to save his life, and was on death row. She was outraged about it. She came across to me to be like a little bit of a right fighter, in terms of maybe she was fighting for the people and the rights of others and that type of thing. And she really was feeling this injustice strong. And he remained this really happy-go-lucky individual. I enjoyed that scene, that initial scene where we get to meet both characters. I thought it was wonderful. I didn't enjoy what happened next, of course. Those types of things always put me in a bad headspace. And I didn't enjoy the ending. I didn't, in fact, see the ending. I knew... you know, I chose not to watch that portion of the movie. Anyway, so listen, what is his name? I'm gonna say this too. Speaking of underground, you guys, look, my boy. Let me see. Cast. Bokeem Woodbine. Y'all know I got a thing for Bokeem Woodbine. Y'all already know it, even though his name slips my mind every now and then, because I mix him up with Joaquin Phoenix. But that's not the point. The point is, every time I see Bokeem Woodbine, I'm just like, yeah, Bokeem, you can get it. You can get it. He is funny. He is serious. He is intentional. there is a pace that this movie takes that I respond well to. And I'll tell you someone else who has a very similar pace in their movie style, and that is M. Night Shyamalan. If you go back to Unbreakable and Glass, the pace of that movie, it appeals to me. It's not rushed. It's not over. There's this scene where they go to see him and he is their uncle. He is her uncle, and he has this moment where he can't find one of his rings. That scene could have been perceived to differently. It could have had a different perspective. I mean, it had a measure of violence in it, but the way that it was done, the way that Bokeem played this character of the uncle, it, it came across differently. The moments where he had conversation with others both in the home and outside of the home. I mean, this guy is just, I don't know why he's not in more. I don't know why he's relegated. Now he's played on some phenomenal genres, don't get me wrong, but a lot of times you will see him in movies with other melanated people, which is fine, which is cool, which is good, which is great, but I mean, I would really like to see Bokeem out there, man. Like Oscar, he to me, he could easily win an Oscar given the opportunity, given it a chance. This guy's a phenomenal actor. You guys know he was the slave in Underground that was learned to read and teaching his people to read, and they blinded him. But yeah, I mean, even his girlfriends, his lady friends, I mean, that acting was really, really good. The moment where the female lead, Slim, if you will, was getting her hair unbraided. She had braids on in the beginning. She was getting her hair unbraided. The young lady that was helping her unbraid her hair. First of all, I wasn't really sure about that character. The character appeared to be female born, but looking at the character and the way that this actress played the character, India Moore, I think, is the actress that played that character, one of his lady friends. I thought for a moment she could have been transgendered. It was just something about the turn of her head, the cut of her jaw, the makeup that she had on, even just kind of the soft, husky way that she talked. She was very introspective and retrospective, and it just came across as an individual who had really, really, really been through some things, who walked some lines. Beautiful woman. I'm still not sure. A beautiful human, either way, it doesn't matter. But it just to show you the layers and the depths of the characters in this movie. From Bokeem to Daniel and Jody, the female lead. We see Chloe, I think it's Sevigny. I can't. Anyway, she played on Big Love. She's the character we love to hate. There was a couple other characters I really, really, really liked. The man who played Chloe's husband in this, I thought he was a really, really good actor. It was just a good moment. We see there was a young actor there who met up with Queen and Slim and was affected by having met them, and also his short period of life, of living. He wasn't older. He probably was like 15, maybe. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell children's ages, but the character was. And there was this moment where he had his own scene, he had his own moment, he had his own movement within the movie, good, bad, right, or wrong. It was a powerful moment. And his acting, his emotionalism, and how it emoted on the screen was impeccable. Lena did an outstanding job layering these actors, putting them together, leading them, allowing them to be who they are, to be themselves. When we got to this pivotal place in the story, after everyone had had a bit of introspection and we're coming to the crescendo, we get to see Queen and Slim connect on a physical level. It was absolutely amazing, absolutely a beautiful. Prior to that, when they were actually physically in a bed and was not having any intimate contact whatsoever, the way that light hit that melanated skin and bounced off and looked like gold in their cheeks, and in the eyebrow, you could see light just over the ridge of the eyebrow, bouncing down onto the cheekbone, the nose. You could just see all of this both beautiful dark individuals, but the way the gold and the light just pierced through their skin, just bounced off like iridescence. I was like, God, what is this beauty that you call blackness? I get excited. I love the look of my people, the feel, the texture. Daniel's character had this beautiful nappy lamb's wool on his head. I just wanted to get my toes down in it. It was magnificent. And we see this moment where they get intimate, and you see these beautiful black bodies together, not clanging and banging, but in sort of like this rhythmic, I was like, if y'all don't get it, if y'all don't do it, do it till you're satisfied. Do it till you're satisfied. Oh, it was beautiful. And Jodie's got an amazing body. Oh, what I wouldn't give for breasts that pointed up to the sun like hands receiving gold. I just love a good upturned breast. It was magnificent. It was beautiful. The areola is beautiful. Everything gorgeous. Her body's banging. Gorgeous. You guys have got to see Queen and Slim. If you've seen it already, put it down below. If you know what I'm talking about, put it down below. If you feel the same way I feel about these different characters, how it played, about this body of work that Lena Waithe put together, please put it down below. I would love to hear your comments. You guys, this is a keeper. This is our new, what was the movie we all love with, y'all know to put it down below. Y'all know how my mind is. I got so many things on my mind. Love and basketball. No. The one with Lorenz Tate and Nia Long. Love Jones. Oh. This is our Love Jones. Nay, I say nay. This is our Sanaa Lathan and Wesley Snipes Disappearing Acts. This is 2019's Disappearing Acts. Now go back and look at Disappearing Acts. And you tell me if Wesley Snipes did not play the dog spit out of that role as a black male. Come on now. Come through. Put it down below. Tell me what you think. Really, really good movie. I would love to have it on own it. I would love to own it, and I would love an alternate ending. I'm just putting it out there, Lena. I'm just putting it out there. If you want to put it out an alternate ending, I'm here for it. I will pay extra for an alternate ending. I'm just saying, I know you may have shot an alternate ending and you got it in the can. If you could release it, that would be nice. Okay. All right, you guys, tell me what you think. Put it down below. That is my Slight review, no spoilers, for the movie Queen and Slim. If you have not seen it, check it out in theaters. We got to remember to support Black art in all of its forms. And until next time, honeybees, mwah, mwah, mwah.